anything. Okay, you're not doing this.
And what we're gonna do is casually.
Okay, let me see. Oh yeah.
Gotta have to be sneaky about it. Okay, here's one. Two.
Click.
3, 4.
Oh my mom, I just a big. Very pretty. Hi, baby. You're so cute. Okay.
Now. She's like surprised. So funny, I've never seen this before.
Let me see. Oh, that's so cute. Stop. Oh my god.
You're a mama now.
Congrats, your mama. Oh my god, that's so awesome.
So this Broody mama had eggs. We gave her 11 eggs. We didn't know if they were fertilized or not. We took our odds because we had 4 chickens, or 4 roosters, I mean, that were in there. So we put eggs into there willingly, knowing that we didn't know if they were gonna hatch or not. But on like day 7 or 8, we had seen like 20 eggs under her nest. So we didn't know which eggs, and each egg that we put under there was marked, but the marks had worn off. So we didn't really know which eggs were which. So we candled them and we picked the ones that we thought were fertilized and growing, and we put them back under her. But we had brought those eggs out to candle them for like, I don't know, 24 hours close, and we think we ruined the eggs, because flash forward, here we are about, I'm gonna say, a month after we gave her eggs and nothing hatched. So we had to go get her chicks. We had to go get her chicks to break her brood. So we went and bought some chicks from a local friend, and we even got a few from Tractor Supply because they had 4 left, and we put them under her, and it broke her brood and made her a happy mama. So she's been in there doing her motherly duties, keeping her little chicks happy and warm, and we're enjoying having them on the property, and we're enjoying watching this. This is the first time we had a mama, and since, you know, I think this is the 3rd year that we've been having chickens, and no one's ever gone broody. So this was the first year one did, and we're happy that she's happy having chicks of her own. You know, she adopted them well, and everything's going really good.
Her mama.
All right, so here we got this 50-gallon blacked out drum. We're going to turn this into our compost tea brewer, and I got an aerator right there, and I'm going to do some PVC work to make it to where the aerator goes into the bottom, and so it pumps air through the compost tea and keeps everything stirred, and keeps it aerobic instead of anaerobic. But you guys will see how I build this out today. You can see there's nothing in there. I gotta fix this spigot here at the bottom. That's where the compost is going, or the compost tea is going to flow out, but it's loose and it needs to be tightened up. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now, and you guys will have an idea for maybe one that you guys want to build. Cool. Okay guys, I got a little prototype here. You guys will see what I'm doing. So the idea is the pump hooks up through here, it goes down. I created this loop here. This loop goes around the base of the bottom of the bucket. So I'm gonna drill some holes into here to allow air through. And then the idea is you want the air to kind of go around the base of the bucket. It pulls air up. This design works really well for preventing sediment pockets. So if you just have a single pipe going through, what ends up happening is as the air flows and the sediment and everything in the compost is stirring, it creates spots where there isn't airflow, so it doesn't stir. So you get settled sediment in these areas. So when you make it round like this, it creates the bubbles, and I'm gonna put the holes on the interior of this. So the bubbles come up and then out. And then as they rise up, it creates kind of like a fluid motion, and it prevents any sediment from your tea from actually staying in one spot and going anaerobic on you. So this is a little prototype. We'll see if it works. And then I'll glue everything together and go from there. we got a plant ferment coming here, okay? And we got a variety of stuff in here, but we're gonna reach down in here. We're gonna pull this up. Yeah, get this brick out of there. All right. All right, so we got some, these are some plant scraps that we've been fermenting in here, and some dandelions and some burdock and some other stuff from our yard. This is making a nice nutrient dense anaerobic plant ferment in there, okay? It's based on lactic acid, and we have a little bit of cane sugar in there, and we let it sit in there for days. We're gonna take that and we're gonna transfer it right over here to this big brewer. You'll see she's going good right there. All right, so I got this, and I have basically I have this rod that I'm gonna lean over it, and they're gonna rest on there. Okay, so in this bag, we got some fresh aged compost from our compost pile over there. It smells very good. No sour, no tangy smell. It smells exactly what you wanted to do. So we're gonna wrap this up. This is a tea bag. I get this from Tea Lab. They're made in the USA. They do pretty good. So you twist this up, and then you clamp it like this, okay? And then you have a little hanging hook here that you can drape over put over this rod. Okay, so the idea is we're gonna have compost, and we're gonna have some greens, and as an added, we have some what's called dragonfly earth medicine. Okay, this is basically a powdered inoculant. It's got plenty of microbial life in there, but it's also got a lot of powdered greens. And this comes from a regenerative farm out west. I believe they're in Oregon, might be Washington. But anyways, dragonfly earth medicine. This is the radiant green. This is a must-have for any compost teas. This is an expensive bucket. You can get mason jars full that are way cheaper, and they still go really long. You only need like a cup or two of this. So what I normally do is before I add my compost and before I add my ferment mesh bag in there, I take a good scoop of this. This is probably 2 cups like this, okay? And come up here. Okay, and you see my tea is aerated. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle this in there, just like that. It's hard to go overboard, so don't worry about that. Just make sure it gets in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and mix it up. Don't want none of that on the sides there, okay? I want this to become nice and mixed. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna add is about 3/4 of a cup of some organic cane sugar. Okay, you want the organic so you don't lose any of the microbial life, and you're just gonna spread that through. Okay, this is gonna feed the microbial life. This is what's gonna allow it to repopulate, and it's gonna get nice and sweet, so all the bacteria grows and has something to feed on. Okay, that's all you got to add for dry amendments. Okay. And then see how they're both hanging there? All right, I'm gonna take these, and just like you would do a normal tea, you let it steep in there, okay? And now you can already see that they're gonna float. Well, let's see if that sinks. Oh, actually they sunk. You guys can see they hang right in there. You want them to be suspended like that. That way they stay in the water. Yeah, this one I might need to put a little rock in that one. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Because it's floating up right there from the air. All right, hold on. Okay, we'll take this off. Okay, and then so I'm just gonna add a small rock to this bag to allow it to weight down into the water. It doesn't have to be clean, okay, but it just needs to be in there. Try not to let it smash your ferments. I'm gonna put it off to the side here, okay? And then you're gonna rewrap it back up, and she'll be good to go. You put it over your rod like this. All right. Okay. There you guys go. You see that in there? See how nice colored it is already? We're gonna let that sit for 36 hours, maybe 24, probably 36 because this water is cold. It's coming out of my well right now. So this is going to take some time to come up to the sweet spot, which is between 60 and 75 degrees. And after this comes up, you know, to temp, it'll really pick up the exponential growth rate of the bacteria. So yeah, in 36 hours I'll come out here and we will drain it and we will get it going for spreading it all out in here. We will dilute this with water as we go, but there's no easy way around it. We may or may not get some like an electric pump to allow us to spray it out of a hose. But all right, it's been well, going on like 28 hours or 27 hours. This is what you want to see. See this foam? This shows me that there's a lot of microbial activity in here. Okay, the smell, it smells earthy. It smells like tea. There's no sour and there's no pungency to it, but it smells real composty. It smells like earth. That's what you want to see here, okay? You want to see this foam load, and you want to see that you want to smell and use your sense to get a good understanding of what a good compost tea smells like. Okay, so this is ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and distribute this around here, but we got to dilute it 50-50 in buckets. So the first few buckets, or at least until half of this is empty, we're gonna split with hose water or well water, and then we're gonna hook up to a pump and then spray it through with a hose line and just our thumb over the end, and we're gonna get it coated in here. Once this goes down 50%, I'll top this back off with water and then we can pump directly out of it.
So I've got lavender, lemon balm, mojito mint, and chocolate mint. Look how crazy the chocolate mint is. And this is basically the same on this side, except for my little chives, which I don't think anything can kill chives. You want to grow something? If you're bad at growing stuff, but you want to grow something, grow chives. You will succeed. Some more lavender. I'll tell you, I did not think these lavender plants were going to come back, but they did.